hello, good evening, and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. Saturday night. It's Saturday night, so you know what that means. We're back with the Mazdas. Yes, we're here for round one of a brand new season, season 4 of the Max5s. What was it? Who was a champion last season? It was Racer Brown, I believe. I think you'll find. Let me have a look. I'm just looking at the old table, and I tell you what, it was Racer Brown in his rookie season. Hit it with a bang. So we're starting. It's only a 6-week champion. Nice short season with a couple of weeks off. Turn it around, come back with a new season, and here we are, season 4. Kale, fastest in practice so far. How did Kale do last season? I can give you a shout. Kale missed out on the championship by 4 points. Racer Brown won last season with 158 points, and Kale was on 154 points, with Talleyrand in third on 152 points. So you can see how tight after 6 weeks of racing this championship ends up. So Kale, he'll be wanting to go one better this season than last season. Talleyrand, he'll be wanting to get his hand on that championship. Oh, we've got people chatting already. Oh, Racer Brown saying hi in the chat. Pat's in, hi. Pat's racing as well, so. And Vince Nicole, also hi. Hi guys, thanks for joining us. This is going to be exciting. We're going to have 2 races, a sprint race on medium tyres. We hike up the power on these cars and take off all the weight, so they're nice and racy. And they have a sprint race for 15 minutes on medium tyres, and by the end of the race they're no tyres at all, they're virtually out. Vince here to support Pat. Pat's got a fan base. Come on then, Pat. He's not. Oh, he is on track, and I want to see what this car looks like. Let's have a look. He races one. Oh yeah, I like it. I did say to him, one of my favourites. Oh yeah, that's good. That's nice looking, Pat. Well done. I like it a lot. That's cool. So we've already got a runner for best livery of the season. I think I gave it to Jokas last season with his Marlboro livery, but that I like. I did tell him I used to like the old JPS Lotus, and I said I'd noticed that Shaw had released a can recently that looked like it. I said I wish they'd sponsor someone, and there he has. He's come back with exactly what I described. Fantastic stuff. So yeah, sorry, I was saying we have a sprint race. I've said that twice, 3 times now. And then we have a short break. Hey, T13 Ragnar's racing this season. He raced a couple of seasons ago. That's cool. And then we have a 30-minute race, and they have to use the hard compound tyre during that race. And I must say, there was some very interesting strategies kicked up last season with people trying different things. Kale and his teammate, who I think Elevate says he can't make this season, unfortunately, but they were pitting early and doing two stops on the medium tyres, initially getting rid of the hard tyre as soon as they could. Others were running at the beginning on hard tyres and then trying to do a short stint on the medium tyres at the end of the race. So yes, lots of different strategies kick up in the feature race. It's very interesting. Low-key Jack, he's a new guy. Whoosh, give him one of them. Let's see what his helmet looks like. Oh yeah. So Low-key Jack, one to keep an eye out. New rookie. Love the livery. Fujifilm. That's great with the mountains. That's awesome. Good stuff so far. He's 6/10 off of Kale. No. Oh, that's because Kale's pitted. No, he's still 6/10 off Kale. Talleyrand pitted, and he's a second ahead of Pat. But obviously, in practice, it's hard to tell. Only 3 on the track so far. We should be qualifying at 7:30, and Coy is your host, and Coy is rather prompt. He doesn't mess about. There we go, Team 13 Ragnar. Going out, stretching his legs. Very nice. So we didn't see Ragnar last season. We saw flashes of Pat. I think Pat said he can't commit to this whole season as well, but when he can, he will. So, brilliant. I love that car, I've got to say, yeah. Every time I cut to it, I'm liking it. I'm trying to flick through and let it take me by surprise. Mazda in the, what is it? Renault? I can never remember the people who sponsor it. Renown, isn't it? Renown or something like that. From the Le Mans. But yes, there's the Mazda of Kale. Like I said, he's in for a shout at this championship. So's Talleyrand, I'd say. They've both come close over recent times. I think in the lobby there was 15 signed up for this. So, you know, being stingy with my F12 right now. There you go, Ragnar. It's just on and out lap, isn't it? No, he's just done a lap. He's coming around now. See whereabouts he sits with the rest of these guys. We're at Brands Hatch Indy, if you didn't guess. We should do an in-car, shouldn't we? See if someone's going around. Ragnar's going around. We'll sit on board with Ragnar while he goes around. Coming up to Paddock Hill Bend. Oh, he brakes just before that white line. Sits around the outside. I like to go on the inside of that and come out, but there's many different ways. I brake shadow line, yeah, about that. Get down to second gear, onto the apex, just get that round. It's so hard. Get up the gears as quick as possible. A little dab of the brakes at the beginning of that curb, just flick it through. Trying to lose too much time, hold the back end. Oh dear. And then head on up to Surtees, isn't it? If I remember my track right. Oh, that's bit is McLaren, and then it's Clark Curve onto the Braden Straight. Woohoo! Cars everywhere. Who was that? Alexis Maximus on the track. So going into the pits. Let's come back out of that. Let's do that. Kale going around ghosted. Cthulhu. Was it Cthulhu? We saw having a bit of a spin. There's Alexis Maximus. Love his username. Alexis Maximus. So cool. Low key. Coming out again. And Kale still poodling around. We're only a few more minutes away until, I believe, qualifying will start. We had 15 sign up. Penalty line is to the left on the main straight. So they're when they pay their penalties along the start straight here, they'll pull over to the pit wall and pay any penalties that they have picked up. Oh, look at that. You see Talleyrand and Kuykap in the pit lane there. Looked awesome. 6:10 still low key, but he's on an out lap. It's going to be rather exciting. These cars, I mean, Brands Hatch, such a short track. It's going to be hard to get my head around who is doing what and when, but we will try. Alexis Maximus, only 3/10 off of the pole. Not pole position, but the pole as in Ragnar, being from Poland. So I didn't realise how that would sound until I said it and thought, no, it sounds like it's off of pole, but I meant the pole. Kale at the moment, he's fastest on track, but Talleyrand has done a 47.595, which is less than a tenth faster than Kale's time so far. We'll be having a bit of qualifying. This is just a practice anyway. This is for them, just to stretch their legs. You must use the right hard at least once in race 2. Oh, it's just Talleyrand going through a few of the no pit stops in race 1. The notes that are coming up, because I assume you're all watching it. Hey, Homesick's in the chat. Love these cars for the close racing. Bring it on, Homesick. Former champion, I think. Champion of either before it became a championship, like in its test season, or it was either season 1. Just go to the Hall of Champions really and have a look, and I will be able to tell you exactly where. Oh, why am I watching someone who's parked? There you go. Watch Kale. Kale, it's gone faster, but still not faster than Talleyrand. Let me find my way. It's just down the hall a bit. I think it's near the entrance, they told me. Hall of Champions is. So if I come in from the front doors where it says welcome to VRC, I walk past the door that says what is VRC, past the server rules, past driver roster, past roller sign, past events calendar, and it's a little bit further down this hallway. Oh yeah, just past the rules and regulations is the Hall of Champions. And then let's nip in there. It's got a big question mark on the next one. Yeah, Racer Brown, Season 3 champion of the Max5 series. He won 12 races. Oh no, he raced 12. He raced 12. He had 2 victories, 8 podiums, 0 pole positions, and 1 fastest lap. That's what it takes. Then Season 1 champion of what? That's the WRX. Sorry, we'll go a bit further up to find out other winners from this. Oh, everyone's saying why, so I'm sure they've asked if everyone's ready. Let me give it. There's some soft Ys there. I think the soft Y is getting fashionable. I like it. It's catching on. Give it a soft Y. Yeah, Talleyrand's hard Y, but Pat's giving it a soft Y. I see. I like it. Ragnar's even in the chat. We're everywhere. Ragnar's on Twitch, so you can watch his stream. He always streams, I think. So Ragnar will be streaming. I'm trying to think who else. Koi Carp, he streams. I'm not trying to drive you away or anything. I'd rather you stay here. But when the chat does get too inane, or you feel like your IQ level's dropping a little bit, it might be time to go and just watch someone stream. See, I found the bit where it says IR Graham was MX champion of Season 2. Yeah, that's right. Season 1 was Cthulhu. So yeah, Homesick must have been like it's before it started. Ah yeah, there you go. Exhibition champion, Max5, Homesick Alien. 12 races, 6 victories, 9 podiums, 2 pole positions, 5 fastest laps, and 219 points. I think we were doing that championship on sports tyres, and you could hardly keep cars under control, so low key. Oh, way up, sorry, I haven't got rid of that awful thing. Low key, so far in the 48.3 on his last lap. So is it within a second of the fastest in this? We're all ready, come on, let's bring it on. I thought everyone put their Ys up and we still haven't, unless there's someone. Let me have a quick check of the Discord. There might be someone there saying, on my way, hold it, hang on. And I mean, Quick Up, he's a taskmaster, he doesn't usually hang on. He's like, no, you join afterwards. He has started the qualifying. Oh no, Cyber Gypsy can't make tonight. He's busy and he's knackered, his back's gone. My god, that's a list of things, Cyber Gypsy. Here we go then. We are into qualifying. Who's going to get out there first? Talleyrand, quickest on the button. Boom, straight out. Look at them all. Whoa. Down there, boys. We'll all have a chance to have a run. So Talleyrand first. Oh, let me get rid of those big numbers. They are obscene. And there we go. So Talleyrand first onto the track, making his way round. It's a very short lap here. I think, was it 1 point something miles? It was in the brief. I read the brief, I just didn't tell you guys about it. I'm alright, Jack. Yes, it's 1.199 miles with 6 turns. So it'll take no time before they're starting to slap in the laps. It looked like a 12-minute qualifying session. All spacing themselves out. Ooh, closer than I would like, but maybe they hope to grab a bit of a tow, especially along this part of the track. Oh yeah, that's nice. So Talleyrand will be the first to cross the line, setting us the benchmark for what everyone else has to beat. He's just gone through Graham Hill Bend, Long Cooper Straight, McLaren. It's boring doing the corner names, I know. I'm not going to do it. I only like Druids anyway because it's a cool name. And Paddock Hill Bend because it's so obvious. And here comes Talleyrand now to cross the line. He's done himself a 47.585. What have everyone else got? Cthulhu's done a 48.1. Alexis a 50.1. Quick up 48.5. Kale a 47.7. Ragnar a 49.1. Loki 49.6. So we'll look through the field to have a change of scenery. Pat's done a 49.7. So before they get round again, Talleyrand, after the first row of laps, is on pole with Kale second. Cthulhu is in third. Quickup's time puts him in fourth. Ragnar's time puts him in fifth. Loki is in sixth. Seventh for Pat. Alexis Maximus is in eighth. So, and imagine Talleyrand already coming around to start the finish line. It's not even enough time to run down what everyone's done. So he's not gone faster. Kale, he's not quite there yet. Cthulhu's gone faster. Cthulhu's gone up to second place. And Alexis Maximus has gone faster as well. He's gone up to fifth, only a tenth behind Koikab. Loki going faster, but not changing position. Only 2 tenths behind Alexis Maximus now. Pat's going faster. Pat is in eighth. Only a tenth behind Ragnar. There's nothing in it between these guys. He's only 1.6 seconds off of pole. Pole position then. Safe with the second round of laps. But Cthulhu very close. 800ths off of Talleyrand. And Kale 400ths off of Cthulhu. And then Quick-Up is nearly 8 tenths off of Kale. Going across the line again. No, 47.8 from Talleyrand. Cthulhu, just, oh no, Quick-Up's gone faster, but hasn't moved up the order any. No one else is beating their times. Ragnar's gone faster. Ragnar put himself up into fifth position with that lap. Fantastic stuff there. Pat has gone faster again. It's getting closer to Loki. 0.17. Oh, someone having a big off. That's got to be Pat, and he's back on the track there. So Talleyrand, we see he's up. He's up on his own time. He's going around the last corner, Clark Curve, onto Brabham Straight. I'm showing off. I've got a bit of paper in front of me with all the names on, don't worry. And there he goes, crossing the line. Oh, doesn't beat his own time. Kale just coming across the line himself. Has he managed a bit faster? Alexis Maximus has gone faster, up to fourth. And Kale going faster, but not faster than Talleyrand. He's done a 47.660. He is 700ths off. And Loki going faster as well. Loki in sixth position there. 200ths off of Koikov. It's amazing, isn't it? How close they all are. We saw Alexis Maximus moving up into fourth place behind his teammate, 2 tenths. Carly Means, I hear, to support Pat too. Hey, Pat's got a gang. That's awesome. So, I'm watching for Kale. I fancy Kale today. I don't know. I think he's due a pole. Cthulhu there. Great third position. He's moving out the way, letting the faster cars through. Quick up in the Red Bull, all the way up. I'll have a sip of that then while he's talking about it. That's great. I like that bonnet. Look at that. That's a mean looking Red Bull. I'll have a can of that, please, sir. Yum yum. He crosses the line and doesn't go any faster. Back to Talleyrand then. Jokus has joined. Oh, Jokus just, man. Now, hopefully they'll put you in. Hopefully Jokus, you'll get put on the back of the grid before the race starts. There we see Talleyrand going faster again, a 47.567. I mean, it's hundredths faster. Alexis Maximus going faster. 1.5 tenths off his teammate now. He's done a 47.822. Getting themselves in a great position. Racer Brown, Red Bull, get in my belly. You're not wrong. Why are you not here, Racer Brown? This is your championship. You should be here to protect your reign. King of the Max5s. So Alexis Maximus, great fourth position. Koikap, your host for this evening, in a strong fifth place, ahead of Loki Jack. The 98 car. Pat, Vince, Carly and I have been doing livery designs together for a while now. Oh, you guys are a force to be reckoned with, because I've seen some of those liveries and they are bob on. Look, he's ghosted because he's chatting on YouTube. Why did I go to you? I know you weren't racing because you're chatting on YouTube. I don't know, it was a gut reaction of wow, 900s Kale is off of the pole and Cthulhu is only a 10th off of pole. Anyone can take this. Koi Cup's gone faster, but he stayed in 5th. Cthulhu going faster. Oh, look at that. 1/1000th off of Kale's time and less than a 10th off of pole. My word, look at that, with 0.001. I don't know if I've ever seen it that close before. That's amazing. Look at that. Shocking. So we have only got 4 minutes left. Racer Brown, I will in a few races, but doing the GTMC and MC. Yeah, I get you. I get you. I get the... You're not commentating again, are you? Oh my God. How many races do you lot do a week? So yeah, I know where you're coming from, Mr. Brown. She's in the earshot. I'm surprised I didn't get shouted at. So Alexis Maxis in 4th. Oh, Talleyrand going faster again. He really is crushing the rest of the field, stamping his authority on this championship. He says, I partake and I partake. It's my brainchild. Why have I not got my picture in the Hall of Champions? He wants this championship. But Kale also, he's taken. I think he had a good shout at the season Cthulhu one. I think it may have been me and a couple of other people that ruined his chances. I think there was a bit of a to-do in oh, what is the driving park? It's not Kyoto, because that's like Yamagawa or Maui, Miyabi. But there is another driving park that's just sort of like, looks like a dog leg. I don't know. But yeah, we were all racing there, and I think there was 3 or 4 of us all got tangled up. We took Kale out also. 47.3. That's a big shout. He's getting closer though, isn't he? He definitely is. Getting on the verge of it. How are you getting away with then? How can you not be racing, but you're getting away with watching it on YouTube? You're hiding in the other room on your phone. Oh yeah, I'm just watching YouTube videos on how to fix that shelf, love. Yeah, it's tricky. Oh yeah. 4 screws. Jokers, hello Jokers. I reckon they'll get you in before just make sure they know you're there and ready to race, and I reckon they will get you in on the back of the grid. So just getting close to the end, just give them a message that you're there, and they'll stop the race and get you on. I'm sure they did it for Psycho Sheep was that HPEC on Sunday evening. So Cthulhu, I was going to do an experiment later, because I don't know how many people I've got this urge. Ever since I've started doing this, I've had an urge to just start saying, Walkies, come on boy, come on, Walkies, time to go out, just before the race, you know. Come on boy, you know it, where's your lead, get your lead boy, Walkies. Every dog owner who's watching YouTube now hates me. Yeah, they'll get you in, Jokers. You missed qualifying, that's all. So Talleyrand, I've not been doing much of the chatting on Talleyrand, I got carried away. Yeah, he's done a 47.3. You were right, Racer Brown. Boom. With only a minute left to go, he's now 3/10 ahead of Kale. Kale just cannot break that 37.6. Cthulhu is 3rd, just behind Kale. Oh, he's going for a 47.2 now. Alexis Maximus in 4th. Koi Cup is in 5th so far. Loki is in 6th. Loki, that was... I nearly called him Loki, like out of... Is it meant to be? Do you think it's meant to be Loki, like out of... Oh no, it's Loey Jack. Sorry, I don't know why I was calling him Loki Jack. It's Loey Jack. I thought he was like low-key, like, you know, keeping it on the down low, but lowy Jack, sorry, not low-key Jack. I've been getting your name wrong for the last 20 minutes. Is in 6th, Ragnar is in 7th, and Pat is in 8th. Boom. So now the flag is out. Talleyrand is on his final lap. He's just coming, and what can he do? He's come 47.2. Racer Brown. Does he? Am I on some sort of light lag? Is he seeing something before me? Kale then, we're watching. Can he do something about it? He's 6 thousandths off his own best. He's coming around the last corner now. I don't think you can make that much ground up in one corner. He's got to find 4 tenths. He's coming across the line with a 47.6. He goes faster, but not fast enough. Is Cthulhu's hazard lights are on. Alexis just going across the line in 4th. Koikarp looks like he's going slow, but his hazards aren't on. Doesn't look like he's going a lap. Hazards are on low-key. Qualifying has ended, so that's their positions. Talleyrand with Kale, Cthulhu, Maximus, Koikarp, Loki Jack, Ragnar, and then Pat. Wow. Fasten your seatbelts, guys. Get yourselves settled and comfortable. I've got you from here. I'll keep an eye on what's going on. That was me stretching, it wasn't me, I don't know, making weird noises. Yeah, Racer Brown, he was on pace then. Oh, that's got a sting, hasn't it? Right, get rid of those. Bring back that. Here we are for race 1, the sprint race. The accelerators are being pressed. Handbrakes being held. We're watching Talleyrand and... Oh yes, we're exiting. Sorry, yeah, dude, we're exiting because Joker's got to get in. So you'll see them all disappear. And then reappear. No. Whoa. Pat hasn't got the message. He was flying in there then, wasn't he? And now he's gone. Low-key. Got to exit my friend. Exit the race, and then we can start it all up again. He's getting this. He's getting some TV time. He's not quitting out. Screw you guys. I'm the star of this show. Go on, Luke. Oh, he's gone. It'll only take a couple of seconds. Koikarp will reset the room with Jokas included. So I think there might be someone turning up before the next race. Podium or DNF. I like it. Podium or DNF. Carly Amin says. Pat says podium unlikely, and it won't be a DNF. Well, he's just moved up a spot already, so that's not bad, is it? Without even turning a wheel. Oh, British Bake Off. When did that start again? Last week, eh? How did they do that during How did they do all that during lockdown then? Oh, they've been in a private... Oh, right. Oh, poor fellows. 7 weeks in a bubble. Right then, so the grid should be set. Everyone will rejoin. Where's Jokus? See what car he's got. Because I don't think he was going to bring the Marlboro on this time. 5. Ooh, Red Bull. We've got 2 Red Bulls. Oh, excuse me. We'll get Red Bull versus Red Bull on the track. Oh man, it looks like it says his name on the back, and I wouldn't even try. Right, Niminski. It's cool. I love the way the foreign people spell stuff. We never use Z's and Y's. At least they find a way to use a Z and a Y. It's great. I say we never use Y's. I've got 2 Y's in my name. What an arse. You know what I mean? Z's. They don't get used enough. So, Joker's out. Try and get a quick practice in. It's getting dropped straight into a race. I'll move those big numbers. So, Kale probably having a couple of practice starts. No, he's just out there tinkering. Low-key, I am so sorry. Lowy Jack. I keep calling him Low-key. Skyjacker in the room. Pat, the car I have is half a 1986 Lotus and half a 2015 mix, same or the helmet. Oh, I haven't looked at your helmet yet. Where are you? You're in the pits. Oh no, you're not in the pits anymore. 6, F12. Let's have a look. Oh, you made me shiver. Pat, you made me shiver. That's beautiful. Well done, man. Great stuff. Look at that. Looks nice. Great job to you and your team. As I found out, you've got a team of livery makers. So, yes, great stuff. I like it. And Koi Cup has started the final, so they'll line up as they qualified. Talleyrand, Kale, Cthulhu, Alexis, Koi Cup, Low-key, what's that? Oh, I've got to shake that off. Lowy Jack. I might just call him Jack. Challenge, you have to drink Red Bull every time you see a Red Bull car. Yeah, and there's 2 of them. I'll be shaking into like oblivion. Right, here we go. Let's get all the buttons right. So here we go again. This is the actual start. That never was a start. Sat on the grid here at Brands Hatch Indy on a Saturday evening. Oh, it's great. There they go. Max5 is back again. We love it. And they give me the awful camera. I'll try and change it so it's nice close. So Talleyrand made a great getaway. Kale staying in second. Cthulhu holding on to that 3rd place, but Alexis has got something to say about that. He's coming up the inside of him. Oh no, he's not. I've got the wrong car. So Alexis sat neatly behind his teammate. Koi Cup. Oh, Jokers looks like he's having a wild one in the back there. Then Ragnar ahead of Lowy. Someone's really wild there. One of the Spanish. It was Cthulhu. One of the Spaniards dropped right out now. Pat up to 7th. Ahead of Jokers and now Cthulhu. So 6th is Lowy Jack. I do like that Fujifilm car though. And Ragnar is in 5th at the moment, trying to look for a way. Oh, was that no? Koi Cup up to 3rd. Koi Cup making a move on Alexis. This is an awful camera. Why am I getting long shots? Stop doing it to me. So there's Koi Cup now in a podium position. Talleyrand is under some pressure from Kale. What can Kale do? We saw that Talleyrand has had the best pace most of this race, but maybe Talleyrand is trying to save his tyres. The tyre wear is something like times 15 or something like that, so they want... Ooh, Kale looking for an early move on the leader of the race. It's very close between those two. Koi Cup in 3rd with a bit of space. Ragnar, oh my, the Spaniards having a nightmare. Alexis Maximus, that's both of them. Cthulhu now ahead of Alexis Maximus. Looks like Alexis Maximus had a small off. We can try and check it out. It's never nice to see people's mistakes, but we'll see. Cthulhu getting past his teammate, and it just looks like just the inside of the curb just gripped onto him, sent him into the kitty litter. Ahead then, Talleyrand finding his feet, moving away from Kale. He's got himself 7/10 ahead of the South African. The South African is on a purple, but so is everyone. Just ignore that. Oh no, we are. It's 3rd lap, so yes, he is on a faster lap at the moment. It's fast and furious here. A bit of a gap for 3rd place. And then Loki up into 4th. Loki. Oh, I am so sorry. Lowy Jack. It's stuck now. It'll get good, because when Jam Huntington started racing with us, I kept calling him Huntington. So I'll get there, don't worry. But Lowy under immense pressure from the Polish Ragnar. He's going for the outside. Oh, he's lost a space now to Cthulhu. Cthulhu moving in. He saw a door open, and he's tried to make his way through, and there you go. Cthulhu up into 5th position after his earlier woes. Ragnar down to 6th. Up ahead then we still have Talleyrand. Only that 7/10. He can't get away from Kale. Kale is sticking with him. One small mistake from Talleyrand, and that's it. He will have lost the lead, but Talleyrand's just gone with the fastest lap. No, Kale straight behind him, a 47.5, 2/10 faster than Talleyrand's gone. So he is pulling him in. Go Pat. Pat span out. Oh no, he hasn't. Has he? Oh, Pat. He's still there though. He's still following Jokers. There's a yellow flag. Someone's having an off. somewhere. No, they must have recovered. Oh, it was Loki. It must have been Loki. Oh no, not Loki. Lowy Jack. This is these cars. They're on a knife edge. This is such fun to drive. They really are. Talleyrand under immense pressure from Kale. Competition type thing. That's cool, man. So Koikart then in a third, but Talleyrand. This is tight between the leaders. Up into Druids. I think we've got two contenders here for the championship for sure. Talleyrand on the fastest lap. I want to cut away and have a look at other things. Quick look, Koikart, he's alright, he's got a bit of space, but Cthulhu does look like he's catching him up now. So Koikart may be under pressure before the end of this race. Pat's back up into 7th. No? Oh, he's 6th. Pat's 6th. Something else has happened. Joker's is down. Ragnar and Loey's caught up because Loey was already at the back. Look at the way the place has moved down the back of the field. How difficult is it? And I have to keep an eye on the leaders because they're really brutally close and having a super race between them. Kale gone fastest again, it looks like. Talleyrand puts a faster lap in and then Kale matches it with something faster. Well, what a great race the first two are having. It's awesome. 6th now for Pat. I see on the comments. Cthulhu and Max liveries are cool from Skyjacker. This is nothing. Look at this 310. Kale he's closed it right in. We'll watch him across the line maybe and then have a quick look through the field. So far Cthulhu is in 4th, Alexis 5th, Pat 6th, Joker's 7th, Ragnar is in 8th and Loey is in 9th position. They cross the line. There they are, only 2/10 between them as they go into Paddock Hill. Kale looks like he's making the move. It looks like this is the lap. I think Kale's going to make it, and then we will definitely watch some of the rest of the field. I promise. Isn't just about these two. But what a race they are having. It must be a buzz. Oh, see a little slide there on Talleyrand's car. Too much of that. And Kale will be saying, yes, please. I'll have that win from you. So we'll look around. It's so close though. Kale going really out far in that corner. It looks like he's cost himself, but maybe he's going for a run down the straight, grabbing the toe. No, I think he's dropped back a little bit now. So Koikart a little bit on his own, but Cthulhu is quite close now, only a second behind. Cthulhu catching him up. Alexis Maximus is 5.5 seconds behind his teammate, 5.5 seconds ahead of Pat. Pat having a great race, 6th place. He's done his fastest lap of a 49.057, and apart from lap 3 and 4, they're all there, all really consistent. Fastest at 48.8. So Pat making a breakthrough there, making some lovely consistent lap times. Joker 6.5 seconds behind Pat. 6th place is all Pat's. It's in his control now. So Joker's 7th, just ahead of Loey. Loey's got ahead of Ragnar. Missed that move, and I do apologise to you guys for that. Ooh, Joker's. Looked like Jokers was trying to make. Oh no, Loey just got past Jokers. Sorry, I was reading the comments and then looked back and thought Jokers was sort of making a move, but oh, Jokers having a bit of an off. His fastest laps are 49.5. You don't want to go out there, mate. Ragnar then sticking to the back of Loey. Loey, great 7th. Pat in 6th now, 7 seconds ahead of these guys, 6.7 seconds behind Alexis. Alexis Maximus in 5th, 5.6 seconds behind Cthulhu. Cthulhu is less than a second behind Koikart. Have to keep an eye out for that. Talleyrand now is 6.9 seconds. Oh dear. Kale must have had a small off. He's only 1.8 seconds now ahead of Koikart. So, sod the curse. That is in the bag for Talleyrand. Just has to keep it steady, keep her on her way, and it should be all down to his. He'll want the point for the fastest lap, and at the moment Kale has that. So, I doubt he'll be taking it easy anytime soon. There we see Kale, 2.2 seconds ahead, but Cthulhu is definitely catching our man Koikart. Will be applying some pressure quite soon. At the back we still see that Ragnar and Lowly Jack are close together. Oh no, the bag. Yes, Race Brown. I've brought the bag out and given it to Talleyrand. Now he's driving with a curse. He's got to roll a D10 to shake it off. I'm not a Dungeons and Dragons thing. I've been listening to some podcast which is a Dungeons and Dragons thing. Didn't know anything about Dungeons and Dragons until I listened to the podcast. And so you know what? I could become a Dungeons and Dragons fan. It sounds great. I want you to roll a D10 dice, a D8 dice, and a D4 dice to defeat the dragon. So Kale, 7 seconds behind Talleyrand, 3.6 seconds ahead of Koikarp. I think Koikarp is the one. He's only half a second ahead of Cthulhu. Koikarp trying to defend that podium position. I heard Koikarp and Pat had a bit of practice yesterday, and they were both very happy with the outcome of it, and it does seem to be paying dividends for both of them, with Koikarp sitting in a great third place just ahead of Cthulhu, and Pat sitting in I'd say quite a comfortable 6th position, but he's lost a bit of time to Lowy. Lowy is catching him now. He's only 2 seconds behind. That tyre wear will be catching him out soon. You can see Pat has worn his tyres up a lot more than Lowy, so Pat will be struggling for a bit of grip out there. Talleyrand's tyres quite okay. Well, Talleyrand isn't under much pressure at the moment. Kale also okay for tyres. Koikarp, it's not bad. It's not as bad as Cthulhu's. We do know Cthulhu does love to use up a pair of medium tyres in this championship. I think we had a funeral for him, for his tyres, and not for him, for his tyres in one of the races once, because they were absolutely all red. I don't think I'd ever seen it before, ever. But he'd managed to get rid of the whole white of that tyre indicator and make it all red. So Cthulhu trying to fight Koikarp and trying to find grip all at the same time. There's quite a battle going on. Koikarp still holding on to that 3rd position though, quite handsomely. So we have Talleyrand leading 7.5 seconds, 7.7 seconds ahead of Kale. Kale must have made a small mistake, kept under pressure for a while there. Now it's Koikarp that's feeling some pressure from Cthulhu. Cthulhu fighting with that tyre wear. It's looking pretty rough all the time. His teammate Alexis Maximus catching him up, just lapping Jokus. Jokus having a small, well, I think he drove off. Oh no, Pat under pressure from Lowy. His tyres are so much better than Pat's. Pat maybe best off just let this one go, because I don't think you're going to have the grip to fight him. Lowy looking for a line up the inside. Pat's closing it off. You can only close off so much. You've got to give racing room. And there we see, oh, it was nearly perfect. Absolutely nearly perfect. Now Ragnar, I think, coming around to get past Pat, and then Pat's going to get going again, definitely before Jokus reaches him, I believe, because Jokus, yes, Pat should get going again. So Pat down to 8th place. Oh, I said don't try and race him, Pat. Your tyres were nowhere near as grippy as his. You was never going to be able to hold it out there. And Lowy up into 6th position, 11 seconds behind Alexis Maximus. Cthulhu then, he's dropped off from Koikarp. That tyre wear, look at it, over halfway on that front left tyre, struggling with that. Dang, I know, I'm gutted. I didn't want him to do it. I wanted him to just back off and let Lowy have the corner, but I know he wouldn't help it. He's a racer, what can he do? So Koikarp still in that 3rd place then, ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu, less than a second. Anything can still happen. We've got 2 minutes left of this 15-minute race. We're on lap 16. Talleyrand coming up to the next person to lap. Who's that? No, Pat, I guess, yeah. So Kale, he's pulled out 7 seconds on Koikarp just since he's off. Koikarp done a 49.3 on his last lap. Cthulhu did a 49.3 on his last lap. So these two exactly the same pace. Alexis Maximus, his tyres are really hurting, but he's got 11 seconds before Lowy catches him up. So he can probably sit a bit more comfortable unless he has an off. And that is, you know, it can be done on low grip tyres. Lowy must be starting to feel that pain now though. He looks like he's got about the same usage of as Pat, if that makes sense. Jokers in the Red Bull car. I'll have a sip. Remind me. Yum yum, yum yum. Talleyrand then. 6.7. Kale's pulling the time in. Talleyrand's using his tyre. Kale can really look after a set of tyres, doesn't he? I think I've said it before. Kale doesn't drive. Kale floats. He plays wipeout with this car. His tyres barely make any contact. Look at that. Great stuff. And he uses less fuel. This looks good for him in the feature race, because I think tyre preservation will be key to keep your mediums for as long as you can. Kuikarp still in that third place though. He's pulled away from Cthulhu now. 2 seconds. Cthulhu with his tyre wear. I just don't think he can keep up with Kuikarp. Kuikarp doing a 49.4 on his last lap, and Cthulhu doing a 50.0. So yes, I think Cthulhu has lost his tyres for sure. Look at that. That's rough. His teammate 5 seconds behind him, so his teammate's slowly closing in. He's doing faster lap times on the worn tyres. But yeah, these two really do like to use up their sets. Yeah, he did really good in Big Willow, saving his tyres and stuff. There's Lowy, also very good. He's crossed the line in 6th position for his first race with the VRC in Max5. Ragnar finishes in 7th. Pat just coming around to finish in 8th. With Talleyrand, sorry, I didn't watch Talleyrand because he was lapping him. Kale coming around to finish in 2nd, and Kuikarp gets 3rd, just about. Oh, sorry, I was so busy watching the other guys cross the line, I missed Talleyrand crossing the line. I do like to see the winner cross. There's Cthulhu in 4th, Alexis Maximus just about to cross the line in 5th position. So there you go, Talleyrand, great win from pole to line. He had a lot of pressure from Kale in the early part of the race, but I think Kale must have made a small mistake. Ragnar, very hard last 2 corners. I imagine, I bet you didn't have much tyres as well. So I'll take you, that was Ragnar in the YouTube chat, saying he hates Brands Hatch. Very hard last 2 corners, yes. So we will go to your race results and see that Talleyrand obviously won the race from Kale, who had an amazing race trying to give him some pressure. Kuikarp came 3rd. That's a fantastic finish for Kuikarp. Great start to his championship. Cthulhu in 4th. Alexis Maximus in 5th. Lowy Jack finished in 6th, which I'd be happy with that. My first race with the boys. It's presentable. Well, they're all presentable. They were all close to each other. Ragnar finished in 7th. Pat in 8th. After we saw he got himself up to 6th, but he went into what was it, a gunfight with a sword or a knife, and ended up in the dirt. And Jokus finished in 9th. Kale got your fastest lap, so he gets a point for that, or a few, with a 47.562. Wow, that was great fun. Now we're going to change the time of day and all of that malarkey. I don't know if he already has. I haven't seen something come up. Does that look like there's more people here now? No, I didn't know. There was someone meant to be trying to get in because they were having their dinner. So they weren't going to get in on time for the first race, but they said they were going to try and get the second race. I can't see that anyone's turned up yet. So we have Pat saying, I know it was risky to defend against Loki. I guess I made the wrong choice with badly worn tyres. Better luck next race, Pat, from Carly Means. And Jack Lowe says, thanks. Jack Lowe says, Pat, great racing. Didn't think I'd close the gap, but had to go up the inside of turn 1. Yeah. Oh, so Jack Lowe is Lowy Jack. Or Loki. I'm so sorry, Jack. I might just call you Jack for the time being, just so I don't keep making a mistake on your username. But I like it, Lowy Jack. Yeah, that's you. I keep calling you low key, sorry, I don't know. And then I'm thinking it's a play on words like Loki from the Marvel universe. That's why I thought, oh, I like that, Loki. But yeah, and then I noticed it was not no K in it. It's just low E. So, and now I'm stuck with low key. But there you go. We'll get there. Honestly, I get everyone's names wrong, and eventually, by the time you win a race, I'll get it right. I promise. Tuning is on. It shouldn't be. Oh, tuning is on. He says. It's not. We don't usually use tuning because we all have jobs and can't sit there all day working out the best tuning for a car. He's changed the room settings, so maybe he's turned tuning off. Tuning on. Ragnar's saying it there now. See, you put it in the wrong place, Ragnar. I'm not. I haven't got a hotline to the boys, the host. Tuning on. Yeah, we don't usually race with tuning because we, yeah, like I said, we haven't got all day to sit there fiddling around with tunings of cars. Be nice, but every time I've tried to tune a car, I go totally the wrong way. I did it in this championship with SimFX guys. They're great to race with, SimFX. I did it with these, yeah, tuning prohibited, there you go. SimFX, they had tuning, and I'd sit there all week tuning up my car. It's not letting me spectate yet because no one's entered, there you go. Tuning up my car, and then I turn up and the car was just crap. I don't know how to tune them. Just rubbish, nowhere near on pace. And then I think after a while I stopped bothering and just took it out with default setup, and I was better than I was when I did the tuning. So I avoid all tuning now. I used to like doing it in F1, I've got to say. Last and first corner caused me the biggest issues here, says Pat. Caught me in the right place. Ooh, I'm getting a PS message. Oh no, that'll be Quick Art sending through the results to the admin messenger. So much happens. I shouldn't tell you what happens behind the curtain, should I? All the goings on. Everyone, whoever hosts the race, takes a screenshot of the results and then sends it to the PS messenger, so the rest of the admins can see if someone else is doing a table. We're like Voltron. We're all independent parts that come together to make an awesome robot. That's the VRC team. I go for a fag usually because I talk absolute gobshite in between races, so it's best that I go out and have a ciggy. So I'm going to find you someone to watch. I'll tell you what, I really like that drizzle. The drizzle effect. Didn't Skyjack used to in chat, didn't you have something? Isn't your GTMC car got that drizzle effect? Your MTCC car's got... No, your GTMC car is pure silver, isn't it? It's chrome. I'm sure I've seen that drizzle effect before. I don't know. Anyway, time to stop talking. 2020 start for the next race, so I've got about 6 minutes. I reckon I can bang something in there. So yeah, I'll mute this mic so you don't get to listen to the Great British Bake Off in the background. And I am going to go and quickly make some fairy cakes. WRXC, yeah, that's the one. Race Brown's coming. Hello again, good evening and welcome. I am back. I've just been out to water the flowers. It's really raining. It was hard getting the hose out while it was raining. So, yes, someone just reminded me in the chats, Carly Means, it is a reverse grid. Yeah, it's a reverse grid of the sprint race results, and it's a rolling start, so it's all very cool. Let me just type into the boys that I am, I'm back. So let me see. Oh god, typing skills poor. Everybody, and a bracket. Can we do brackets in this chat? I don't know. It returned for some reason. Back streets back. All right. Doon 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 doon. Why don't we close brackets? No, won't let me close brackets. Won't do brackets. Screw you then. Well, maybe I was pressing control. Hang on. Yeah. Ha. Do that. Do that. Do that, and then do a soft Y. Streets back. All right. Boom, boom, boom. That's it now. That's gonna be stuck in my head for the rest of this. I'm just gonna keep going. Everybody. And that's the only line I know from it. There we go. Put my soft Y in. Let's have a look around, see what's what. So, in practice, Talleyrand has just done the fastest. Oh, what's that? Racer Brown. Racer Brown, I know you said you were coming, but man alive, look at that car. Oh, Pat. I'm worried. I'm nervous. I'm nervous because there's another sexy car on the grid. Oh. Orange, are they even in business still? I haven't heard of the Orange network for a long time. There's Pat. He said, more likely you will be seeing me slowly slide back through the field. Some of the top guys here are seriously quick. Have faith, Pat. This car is quite a good leveler. It really is. Jokers, Pat, Talleyrand and Coy in the pits. Psyching themselves up ready. I like Racer Brown's car. He's done a 48.04. Talleyrand's time. Oh, where is he? He's in the pits, isn't he? So he's not going to tell me his times. But we know he was doing 37s. Vince and Nicole. Orange is part of EE and T-Mobile Orange combo. Oh, there you go then. They are still going. I was on their network for a while because I used to like the cinema tickets. Was that Orange? It was Orange. I'm sure it was Orange. I'm sure that's why I joined them, so I could have a free ticket every Wednesday. Buy one, get one free. I am old. I think that probably was about 15 or 16 years ago. Christ. When I had my Sony Ericsson Walkman in black. Listening for tyres start. Lol. Hey. Orange Wednesdays, yeah, that's the one. Orange Wednesdays for cinema tickets. Hey, oh yeah, go on then. I'll have that shot all day long. That's nice. No, that better. So, waiting for quali. Listening for tyres strat. I don't know if I was meant to have done. Ah, no, he started the final. So reverse grid, 30 minutes. They have to use the racing hard tyre. Now it's good to see who's going to start. Like we can see there, Alexis had the hard tyre on already. Should have had a quick look around, really. Should have in practice to get a head start of who was starting on one. But I'll just have a quick flick through while they're doing the rolling. So Jokers on pole, but Jokers is not enjoying this track. He said in the chat that this is definitely not his favourite track. So there we see Joker, so I've got to press F1. Get rid of all of that. I like the livery of that. I like the cut of your livery, son. I do. So Pat in second. Oh, we're looking at tyres, aren't we? Hard tyres for Jokers. Hard tyres for Pat. Hard tyres. He's gone with medium as Lowy Jack. Interesting. Fast at the beginning. Hard tyres for Alexis, hard tyres for Cthulhu, hard tyres for Quick Cut, hard tyres. Yes, everyone else has gone hard tyres. It's one on medium. Loey's gone for the medium tyres. Means he's going to be on the harder tyres later. So Jokers. Oh no, Jokers already. So Pat taking an early lead because Jokers into the first corner. Ragnar is in second. Loey is in third. Alexis fourth. Cthulhu is in fifth. Koikap holding that fifth ahead of Kale, who is ahead of Talleyrand down here. We've got a little action. Talleyrand and Racer Brown, Kale, we know them three, real racy. They're behind Koikap at the moment. Pat's still leading from Ragnar. We will have a quick look. We're just seeing what's going to happen here. I might go on board with Racer Brown. Oh, it's all concertinaed up there. Oh my. Yes, it looks like it all concertinaed. It looked like Koikap had a wiggle on. I think Kale and Talleyrand had to brake accordingly, and Racer Brown give Talleyrand a tag, who then tagged Kale, who then ended up off the track. That's a tough one. I'm trying to find a button to go back to the outside, sorry. There, oh no, Ragnar has got past Pat. We saw Pat had done the fastest lap on the first lap, but it looks like he's had a struggle somewhere. And now he's in second place ahead of the Spaniards. Alexis Maximus ahead of Cthulhu, who is ahead of Koikap, but Talleyrand is now making the move and he has got past Koikap. Racer Brown in seventh. Loey has dropped down to eighth. We missed that, I'm afraid. And Kale chasing him down in ninth. Jokers is further back in 10th. So crossing the line. Ragnar ahead of Pat, but Pat's coming back. It looks like Pat's coming back at him in paddock heel. He's having a look. Oh, he's got a wiggle on. He's kept it. No, one of the Spaniards lost it. Oh, Alexis Maximus. He lost the car. Oh, it's a killer. Paddock heel bend. He really is evil. Wow, they're all just swimming through. And here comes Jokers. Last place to get ahead of Alexis Maximus. Oh, how annoying. So Ragnar still leading from Pat, with Cthulhu looking for a way past these guys. Pat trying to find a way past. They're all off. Oh dear. Little nudge on there while Pat was making a mistake, but then Cthulhu goes really wide into the corner. And now Cthulhu's having a mare. And Talleyrand up to third. From virtually the back of the grid, he is now up to third, with Koikap in fourth. Racer Brown following Koikap through in fifth position. This is mad. This is wild. This is a 30-minute race. We're only on lap 4. Settle down, boys. Racer Brown making a move on Koikap, and it sticks. Can he keep it? Yes. So Koikap now down to fifth position ahead of Loey. Loey on the medium tyres. Should feel a bit better grip from the other guys. Talleyrand's got the fastest lap with a 48.4. Ragnar still leading from Pat, but Pat is under immense pressure from Talleyrand. Pat trying to defend his racing line. Must be frustrating. He's on the curb, bouncing. Talleyrand, on board with Talleyrand, I think. See, there we see Pat protecting that inside line. He can't excessively weave though, and he's got to give racing room. Yeah, I think he backed off. And Talleyrand making his way up to second place. Talleyrand means business this season, guys. He's not messing around, is he? He really does mean it. So Pat down to third, but he's got Racer Brown breathing down his neck. Racer Brown in with a shout of this championship. He missed the first race. I didn't think he was making it all. I don't know. He must have nagged his missus or something, or promised to do the washing up and the hoovering, maybe. Not that that's the missus's job, it's all of our jobs. Men, women and gender neutral people alike all have to do the washing and do the hoovering. Loey then on those medium tyres. He's in the 48s. Koikap did a 50 on his last lap. We can see there that Racer Brown making a move on Pat into the corner on the outside. No, he's backed out of it. He's thought better, but he wants to get past him because he needs to keep up with Talleyrand. He's going up to the inside now towards Druids. Oh, this camera, what is going on? There we go. So there, Racer Brown up the inside of Pat into Druids. Koikap is next, but Pat did a 50.1 on his last lap. He's on those hard tyres, trying to find the grip, remember, when he gets onto the mediums. So Ragnar still leading. He's 4 tenths ahead of Talleyrand. We'll do a lap with Talleyrand, shall we? So coming along Brabham straight. Crossing the start line to start lap 7. We're looking up the inside of Paddock Hill Bend. It's just no man's land. You brake and you don't feel like you're doing anything before you can turn in. So up to Druids. We're looking around the outside. Ragnar protecting that inside line. Down to Graham Hill Bends. Up Cooper Straight. And it's Surtees into a McLaren. Up around Clark Curve. Yeah, I know my corners, even though it's on a bit of paper in front of me. Back onto Braddon Straight. He still hasn't got past. The pole is still holding the lead of this race in the feature, but Talleyrand is virtually upon him. Racer Brown catching up. He keeps coming back to this really awful camera angle. I'm going to get really moody with it in a minute. Oh, Talleyrand taking to the dirt to make the move. Wow. And there Ragnar getting back up the inside. Whoa, Talleyrand, he'll be fuming in this car. If he feels there's been unfair weaving, I didn't see it though. He might just be feeling a bit racy. He did look like he took to the grass to make the move. And again on the curves heavily, but now he's got Racer Brown keeping him company. Oh, Lowy. Oh, where's Pat? Pat's dropped behind Kale and Lowy now. Give Kale a little nudge, it looked like in that corner, but Kale has kept it. They're all struggling on these hard tyres, no grip whatsoever. Lowy there in 4th, making the most of it. He's got the fastest lap with a 48.382, but it does mean later in the race he is going to be on the slower tyre, while everyone else is going to be on the softer tyre. Like I said, always some interesting pit stop strategies. That's the word I was looking for. It just totally went. Cthulhu down in 7th with his teammate 8th. We both saw them having a mare in the last corner in Clark Curve. Koikarp down to 8th. We didn't see what at 9th. We didn't see what happened to Koikarp. Maybe he befell the same issue. He's down 9th, just ahead of Jokus. What a shame after his 3rd position from the first race. So now Racer Brown's down. Racer Brown's down in 7th. Wasn't he up there behind? Oh, Lowy's up to 2nd. There's been someone. So is it just Racer Brown? Pat's back up to 4th. What's happened? The twos, the Spaniards. So Lowy. Oh, Ragnar has had a big off, and Racer Brown. Maybe they had it coming together. I don't know. Alexis there having another off. Koikarp trying to catch him up. So yeah, I believe Ragnar and Racer Brown, they must have had something that took them out of the top. So now Talleyrand is leading the race 2.3 seconds ahead of Lowy. Lowy Jack on his 2nd race here in 2nd place, but like I said, he's on the medium tyre and will have to put the hard tyre on for some of this race. He could come in and put it on for 1 lap if he wants, go back in and put mediums on, but it's what will a pit stop cost you? It looks like a long pit lane. So Kale in 3rd position after his early woes. He's got himself back into a podium position. Cthulhu looks like he's just got past Pat, but Pat's coming back at him. Pat in the middle of the races today. He's working for it. He's having to work for it. It's great stuff. Racer Brown is coming across him again. Pat did a 49.513 on his last lap. Cthulhu, he's in the 48s, but he's been in. He's been in and he's put the mediums on. So when did he come into the pits? It looks like on lap 6. They got rid of the hards. They've put mediums on. It looks like Cthulhu is going for a 2-stopper. Pat sticking to that hard tyre, but remember, Pat, the guy in front of you will be pitting more times than you. Racer Brown looking for a way past. He also on the hard tyre. Pat is great at defending. He's hard to get past. And here he comes again. Racer Brown trying to get the car up the side of him, but he can't quite get there. I don't know if Pat will get a penalty. It looked like he cut the corner a bit there. Yep, he's just got himself a penalty. And Ragnar catching these two up. Race Brown wants to get on with it. Wants to get on with it and get out of the way while Pat pays his penalty. But he's dropped behind those two now into 7th position. Up ahead then, Talleyrand 4 seconds ahead of Lowy. Lowy doing a great job, 2.5 seconds. His last lap was a 50.0. Kale's was a 49.0, a second faster. So Lowy needs to try and pick up the pace, get back into those 48s. Or he's going to find Kale coming across him. Cthulhu only 2.7 seconds behind Kale. And Cthulhu is holding the fastest lap with a 48.015. He's on the medium tyres, but he is burning through them. Racer Brown is in 5th. Where are we? We're 11 minutes into the race right now. It's way too early to try and ask for a medium to last. You want to go further than 15 minutes. 15 minutes maybe max. Anything earlier, your tyres won't last. They weren't lasting in the sprint race, so they won't last now. So Alexis Maximus is in 8th place ahead of Coy, who is ahead of Jokas. So Talleyrand 5 seconds nearly. This is his race. It seems his round, Brands Hatch. I think it is one of his favourite tracks, personal favourites. So he was always looking to do well in our Virtual Racing Club livery. Our colours, black, orange and white. Looking like a peacock out there. 48.155. He's only a 10th off of Cthulhu's fastest lap on, and he is on the hard tyres, whereas Cthulhu was on the mediums. Loki is back into the 48s. Is it enough? It's 2.5 seconds ahead of Kale. Kale's also moved into the 48 lap time now. So Cthulhu, he's on 49s. He's 2.9 seconds behind Kale. He'll be feeling pain from those tyres though. He's getting red tips. Racer Brown still on the hard tyres. He's doing 48.7s. He's 3.8 seconds behind the south. Oh no, Kale having a spin. So is that Ragnar? Ragnar going up, Pat going up. Oh, Kale down to 7th position. The whole pit stop's just done. He's lost his whole pit stop there. Oh, but Ragnar nearly making a mistake out there in the last corner. He said in the comments he does not like the last 2 corners. And Pat keeping track of him within a second. So up in the lead we have Talleyrand at nearly 6 seconds. Well, he just popped into 6 seconds lead. He's doing 48.4. His tyres still fine. He's on the hard tyres. He's half a tank of fuel. Lowy has just used up a bit over half a tank of fuel. And his mediums. But we did say in the first race we noticed Lowy really does look after his tyres. He's a smooth driver. It must be smoothness. It's about your steering input. And I think somewhat of your braking. But yeah, if you're not jerky with your steering and you're smooth, you tend to save your tyres more. So great, look at that, must have great racecraft. 2nd place, 5 seconds ahead of Cthulhu. Cthulhu's dropped off him a bit there, only about 2 seconds. So Cthulhu in 3rd, 48.8 on his last lap. His tyres starting to go away from him. Racer Brown on the hard tyres. He's nearly 5.5 seconds ahead of Ragnar. Doing nice steady lap times, 48.8 on his last lap. There are 16 minutes remaining, so it could be in only a minute or so. You'll see the first people gunning for their soft tyres, or soft, medium tyres, coming into the pits and get rid of those hard tyres, and then try and sprint to the end. There's, oh, Kale's been in again, and he's put hards on back on. Did not like the softs, the mediums. Did he start on mediums? There was one person, I thought it was Lowy. I thought Lowy's gone in. He's come back out on the hard tyres. He's fueled up. Be interesting to see where he ends up. He's just behind Kale, who we think's just been in to put hards on. We'll say, so maybe he's not going to pit again. Maybe he did think two stints on mediums is a big ask, and he's changed his strategy again back to hard to just try and drive. He's in 4th at the moment, so if he doesn't have to pit, but he hasn't put much fuel in. He's only put half a tank in if he has. So Talleyrand then Racer Brown is in second. We must have had a few pit stops, haven't we, Pat? Kale up to fourth. Cthulhu then. Cthulhu really. Oh no, it was Cthulhu who pitted. Sorry, I'm getting myself mixed up. He was on the hards. He hasn't pitted at all. He just had an off. That 101 I was looking at, his lap. That was when he had that off. He's come across Kale, Pat. Pat's having none of it in third position. And Pat, great through Paddock Hill Bend up to Druids, but Kale up the inside of him. Later on the brakes, but is he too late on the brakes? No, he's made it through. Cthulhu there on those raw tyres, just behind Pat in fifth position. He's got Lowy after his pit stop, all over the back of him. In seventh for Lexus Maximus, still on the hard tyres, they're quite worn. Like I said, we're 14 minutes now, so there we go. Talleyrand's come into pits, Racer Brown stayed out. Kale, what's Kale going to do? Will he come in to put soft mediums on? Yeah, Kale come in. Talleyrand is back out again. And he's only a few tenths behind Racer Brown. And on medium tyres, we'll probably be able to get past, you know, we'll just whish past him in a corner or two with the extra grip that he will have. Pat then, he didn't pit, he's staying out for a bit longer. His tyres don't look too bad. Looks like Lowy wants to make a move on him. Lowy up the inside of Druids. Ooh, there was a bit of a knock, but it hasn't affected Lowy's race or Pat's. Pat took it in behind. I think that popping. No, keep hold of it, keep hold of it, keep hold of it. That's it, nice and smooth, beautiful stuff. Yes, loses a position to Lexus Maximus, not quite. Lexus Maximus, yeah, Lexus Maximus just slips through. Now Racer Brown into the pit lane. Where is he going to come out? Lowy, is he going to retake that second place? Can Racer Brown get back out? Has he done enough to get back out onto the track? Pat into third. Lexus has come in. Racer Brown still in the pits. Cal's the next one to cross the line, who has pitted for medium tyres. So Talleyrand out there leading with Lowy, yes, into second. Pat up into third, but he hasn't pitted yet. Kale fourth. Racer Brown is out behind Kale just on the medium tyres. Kale's on the medium tyres. It's a race till the end for these two. They have the same ability. Pat going long in this race. He's going to have lovely fresh tyres at the end of this race. He's going to put mediums on while everyone else's mediums are starting to go. That's a great strategy. So Talleyrand leading from 11.7 seconds ahead of Lowy Jack, who is 2.5 seconds ahead of Pat, who we suspect will come into the pits. No, he's gone round again. Interesting. So Kale is ahead of Racer Brown, only just 2 seconds behind them, 3 seconds behind them, sorry, is Cthulhu, who's at 2.5 seconds ahead of his teammate Alexis Maximus. Koikap in 8th, only 1.5 seconds. He's pulled himself back into contention. Ragnar there in 9th. He still hasn't pitted, it looks like. He's still on the same hard tyre as he was at the very beginning with 12 minutes left of the race. Joker's there. He's on hard tyres. They look fresh though, so I think he may have pitted. Carly Meme says pot backs, box Pat, box. He still hasn't though. He's still out there. He's coming around again. Is he going to come in? He's got Kale and Racer Brown, 3.5 seconds. No, he's gone past again. Why not? Talleyrand leading from Lowy. Lowy is 3.8 seconds ahead of Pat, who doesn't feel the need to pit yet. He's doing 50-second lap times. Oh, it nearly went again. Pat, come on. Come in and put some tyres on. You'll probably drop behind Cthulhu or something. Somewhere around the Spaniards, I reckon. I don't know. Kale then still ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown can't do anything about Kale. Whoosh. Oh, nice helmet, Racer Brown. I like it. Kylie Man's tyre's still good, but my nerves. He's a nerve shaker. We can see now. We're on board with Racer Brown. He's coming up to Pat. Pat still trying to defend that line. Oh no, he's trying to come in the pits. Whoa! Kale nearly got in his way from coming in the pits. So then we have Pat pitting. So I said around where the Spaniards were, but there's one, there's two. Is he going to be? Oh no, it's not going well for him at all. I think because they've all been out on their medium tyres, they're doing faster lap times. But it might work out for him that his tyres are a lot fresher come the end of the race. He's ahead of Ragnar and he's just behind Koikap. That's it. Beautiful work. So Talleyrand ahead of Lowy Jack. by 14 seconds. Kale 5 seconds behind Lowy Jack, but he's only half a second ahead of Racer Brown. This is a race till the end between these two. Cthulhu then in 5th position, just ahead of his teammate, who is only just ahead of Koikar. These three will be coming across each other before the end of the race, with less than 10 minutes of this 30-minute race. Time just flies by, doesn't it? Doesn't it just go? Ragnar in 9th position, just been lapped by our race leader, and there is Jokers. Oh, Red Bull reminds me. Oh yeah, it's like tasting heaven. So Talleyrand 16 seconds ahead of Lowy. He has dominated this weekend. Yeah, definitely. Vince and McNoll says fight back starts with Pat. Skyjacker. Pat waited too long, maybe. I think while the others were on medium tyres, they were doing faster lap times than him. They were all doing 47s. Looks there, Racer Brown 47s, 48s from Kale, Cthulhu doing 48s, and Maximus doing 48s. Yeah, and while Pat out there on the 50s. But now's the time. Now's the time to pull it out. You can see Koikar. Koikar's not too far away, so it's not over. He's done a 48.5. Come on, Patty. Talleyrand ahead of Lowy Jack. See, I've already got the low-key thing on already. It's just like when I started calling racing right. So I was calling them right hard tyres and right medium tyres for some bizarre reason. I had a low-key thing going on, but now it's Lowy Jack. I've got it. Boom. Kale in 3rd. Only a second ahead of Racer Brown. I don't know. Racer Brown might have lost his tyres. Oh no, his tyres looking great. A bit more used than Kale's, maybe, but he's done a 48.1 on his last lap. The fastest lap is a 47.5 held by Kale. That is a great lap. That was the last lap. Kale into the 47s. He might be coming across Lowy before the end of this race, bringing Racer Brown along with him. Cthulhu is got pressure from his teammates. Whoosh. Alexis Maximus. It sounds like a character you can choose in a shooting game, something like weapons expert. Alexis Maximus, weapons expert. He's got the chain gun. That's the only reason you choose him, because he's got like that rail gun. That's it, the rail gun. And Alexis trying to make a move on his teammate Cthulhu. Cthulhu blocking him off. Let's get out of the car. Look closer when you're outside. So he's going for it. Oh no, Racer Brown. Racer Brown looks like he's had issues. Racer Brown recovering from something, and they're all gone flooding past him. Cthulhu, oh, and Kale has caught up Lowy and made the move. I don't know, I'll try, but I doubt it. Oh no, Lowy, it looks like he looks like he was saving something, maybe, I don't know. Kale into Druids. Wow, it was just short, sharp and painless. Kale made that, didn't he? He didn't hang about, caught him up. Oh, of course, yeah, Lowy's on the hards. He had to use the hard tyres, doesn't he? Yes, so there will be a big difference in pace. So Lowy now has got 9 seconds from Alexis Maximus. So will those tyres, 6 minutes to go. Alexis doing a 48.7 on his last lap. Lowy is in the 50s, 0.3. He was in the 49s though. So, yeah, Lowy doing the best with what he's got. And he's got 9 seconds to try and protect that. Cthulhu behind his teammate Koikar, ahead of Racer Brown. We saw Racer Brown recovering from something, and now he's going to try and make a move on that effing fish. I know it doesn't. It's because I've seen the Facebook Messenger's been active again, and his nickname's still that effing fish on there. It just makes me giggle. How's Pat's lap times? I am going to go and have a good look at that now. 8th with Pat. He's in the 49s, 48. This is more like it, yes. But he's 17.9 seconds behind Racer Brown at this point, but 6.5 seconds ahead of Ragnar and Jokers, the two poles. So it's not all terrible. But yeah, I think big ask to try and catch up the guys in front. Does, I reckon, in his post-analysis, he may find that he stayed out on the hards a little bit too long. I think as soon as people pull the trigger, as soon as someone pits for mediums, I think most of them do jump in, because they know that the time difference between the two tyres has got to be, could be 2 to 3 seconds. So it's too much of a loss. So Kale in second, he managed to catch up Lowy, with Lowy being on those hard tyres, only 6.3 seconds ahead of Alexis right now. We've only got 4.5 minutes. What was it? 9 seconds. So that's already 3 seconds dropped. So it's going to be close. I don't know. It's going to be close. Alexis Maximus, as long as he keeps it going forward. Koikarp's got ahead of Cthulhu somehow. I'll try, but it doesn't always work. We'll have a look. So there we see into Druids. It looks like it happened. And Koikarp making a lovely move up the inside of Cthulhu. Cthulhu's tyres really starting to feel it. We know he gets through those mediums. At the moment, everyone's fuel looks fine. We had issues last season, people running out of fuel by the end of the feature race. But so far, so good. There, Cthulhu then, and Cthulhu just... Where's Cthulhu? Koikarp, he's gone and spun it. Where is Pat? Pat's just coming around the final corner. He's nearly 19 seconds behind these guys. Not quite enough to catch up Cthulhu. It should have dropped a lot more than 19 seconds. I can see him. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. So up ahead, Talleyrand, 21.636 seconds ahead of Kale. Kale's got the fastest lap with a... No, Talleyrand's got a 47.525. He got on lap 29, sorry. Kale is 6.6 seconds ahead of Lowy. Lowy is 6.2 seconds ahead of Alexis Maximus. It doesn't look like Alexis Maximus is pulling him in as quick as he was. There's 3 minutes left of this racing. What's that, about 3 laps, 4 laps? Koikarp in 5th position, less than a second ahead of Racer Brown. Racer Brown's had an up and down race. He was up there and then he was down there. 7th for Cthulhu. We saw him have a spin and he's only 2.2 seconds ahead of Pat on the medium tyres, but Pat's fuel is not looking good. Oh no, I think Pat's not putting enough fuel in. I think he's going to have to go back in to get some more fuel. Ragnar's 3.8 seconds behind him. Oh, that's devastating. Gutted. So Talleyrand, plenty of fuel, nothing to worry about. That bag's packed, he's ready to off. So Kale in second place, 8.5 seconds ahead of Lowy. Had a great race, but his fuel's flashing, 2 minutes. His fuel's flashing and there's 2 minutes to go. That's a worry. That is a concern. And then having a massive off, Lowy's fuel looking absolutely fine. He doesn't have to conserve that fuel, but I think Kale is going to have to look after his fuel. There is still 1.5 minutes, 1 3/4 minutes left of this race. That fuel's flashing. Lowy is only now 6.5 seconds. Maximus, his fuel is fine. Koikarp, fuel is fine. Racer Brown's fuel, oh well, loads of fuel in that. Then we have Cthulhu, his fuel's not flashing. Oh, Pat's fuel is flashing. I think he is already saving, because Ragnar has caught him up really quickly. Ragnar's fuel's fine, and Joker's. So, oh no, heartbreak for Pat. 1 minute left, not much left in the tank. Talleyrand then leading from Kale. Kale, he's struggling in that last corner. We've got 1 minute left. Lowy is only 6 seconds behind Alexis Maximus, 4th position. That's great. Has he just taken that off Koikarp? Is Koikarp really struggling with fuel? No, not really. There's Racer Brown. Oh no, Alexis Maximus was ahead of Koi. It was Racer Brown racing Koi, wasn't it? But Koi is still ahead of Racer Brown, going into the 36th lap with only 30 seconds left of this race. Cthulhu, he's going to make it, I reckon. Ragnar has got ahead of Pat, who is still trying to conserve that fuel. There's Jokers, a little bit way back, I think. That's okay. The timer is now 18 seconds, so they've got to do another lap at least. Can Pat make that fuel last? Another lap. My God, the two in front of him, there's two just there. Katula, is he running out of fuel? He's trying to conserve. Ragnar's trying to get past Katula because Katula's conserving fuel. So, up ahead, Talleyrand, he's on his final lap. He's just coming around at the last corner. Loads of people are finishing already. Loe's finished in third, Lexus finished fourth, Koikart finished fifth, Racer Brown has finished in sixth. Here comes Talleyrand now to finish first. And Kale coming around a bit later to get second position. Congratulations. What's happening down here then? Seventh with Ragnar. So Katula has definitely run out of fuel. That's it. Pat's gone, moved up ahead into eighth position. Pat's still making that fuel last. Behind Ragnar in eighth position. So Kale still coming to cross the line. His fuel did last. That was great. So that was a few that turned into a cough. So Talleyrand won the second race again. Kale in second. Loe, Jack in third position. Well done. Congratulations to VRC Talleyrand with the fastest lap as well. He went up 8 positions. Fantastic win. That's brilliant. That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that feature race. That was alive, man. That was lit. That was lit and pog all in one. So Talleyrand got your fastest lap on lap 29 with a 47.525. Your finishing order was Talleyrand ahead of Kale, who finished ahead of Loey Jack, who got his first podium here in the Virtual Racers Club. Well done. Welcome. Take a boo, son. Fantastic. Alexis Maximus finished in fourth. That's fantastic from his early spin. Didn't think we'd see him feature much, but there he is, fourth position. Koikarp in fifth. Racer Brown is in sixth. He was up, down and then down again. Team 13's Ragnar finished in seventh position. Pat finished in eighth, where he was doing some heavy fuel saving near the end. Katula we saw run out of fuel in ninth, and Jokus finished in 10th. Wow, that was awesome. Great racing, guys. Congratulations. So the chat, Racer Brown says congratulations Talleyrand. Pat says 0.2 laps of fuel at the end. That was too close. Was on 0%. Skyjacker says great race. Ragnar said good game all. Carly Means says that was close. Jack Lowe said thank you very much. Vince McNoll said great stream, really enjoyed it. You're welcome. I enjoyed it. It was fantastic. Come again next Saturday. We'll be here to do it. I should know the track. Hang on. I can tell you where we are next week easily. Let me have a look. Discord, MTCC, not MTCC, Max5, info, and we will be Sardinia A for next week. So that will be great fun. It's a great track. Great for racing, especially these little bad boys. Wow. That was that then. 2 beautiful races. Talleyrand won them both. But he has definitely got some close competition from Kale, Racer Brown, and it looks like Loey Jack is one to keep an eye on. Rookie of the season, could be. I think he's the only rookie this season. I don't think there is any new names in the group from last season. D-Class Ragnar coming back. So, thank you for watching. I want to wrap this up before they close the room, just before 9 o'clock. That's not too bad, is it? Pat says I don't usually enjoy Brands Hatch as much as I did today. 2 good races, I think. Pat, you were in it, man. You raced from start to finish. That's 30 minutes. You better go and have a bit of a lay down. That was some intense racing you had to put up with. Yes, thank you for watching. We've got one more. We've got tomorrow to get through with the HPEC, the Hybrid Prototype Endurance Championship. 1 hour of racing in the Group 1 cars made from 16 onwards, year 2016 onwards. They always kick up some really, really interesting races. So please tune in. And I think it's at Fuji, so it's just going to be a speed fest. It's going to be an absolute beautiful thing seeing those Group 1 cars going down that long straight. There goes my race pad battery. It's just died. It held out for most of the race, but I've got nothing else to say. Like I said, if you want to be different from the crowd, you want to get yourself an Acelith wheel, ACI I've forgotten how you spell it now. But an Aislith. It's how it's spelled. You want one of those to stand out from the crowd. Come to our Discord. I'm sure we can get you a discount on one. Look into it. Oh, there's chat on the YouTube. I better go and have a look, and because it'll be neglect of me before I close to see what's being said. They might be talking about me. Now I'm gone. Ragnar, I can't be on Sardinia. Oh, that's gutting. Ragnar job, GG commentary. Yeah, thank you. I thought you were slagging me off, but you're not. Right, anyway, I'm closing it. Sod you. I've got a Saturday to get on with. I was your commentator, Yuri Nater. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you very, very soon. Thank you. Bye.